Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. And this channel, I try my best to teach you guys about what you need to know about digital currencies, how to trade digital currencies, how to trade them in a profitable way, and also how to hedge yourself against inflation and what's occurring right now. Today, I'm gonna make a quick video. It's not gonna be long, but I'm gonna try to touch up and summarize what is going on in the market because you might be looking at your portfolio or your investment and be wondering, damn, why did Bitcoin tank this much? So I want to make a quick video because I'm gonna be here for you guys when the prices are going up and when they're going down. If you appreciate that, click the like button and drop a comment below letting me know you appreciate that. I want to take a look at the entire market cap. As you can see, guys, we're down 10%, 10.9%, and everything is red, bloody. And I want you guys to be careful because what a lot of new people in this market you tend to do is you tend to, I'm going to show you exactly, you tend to buy over here and then sell right here. Then again, you try to buy over here and then you sell right here. And you're gonna buy over here thinking it's gonna break out, and then you start selling right here. What you're doing is you're hurting yourself. And that's why you need to understand technical analysis, or at least try to learn it a little bit, and understand that certain pattern they already predict where the movement is going. So with that said, I want to let you know that I'm not a psychic and I'm not right about everything. Especially in my last video, I did think that we were going to go higher, but we got surprised. But I did say that we are gonna go sideways within this triangle no matter what happened, and which is what is happening. So I want to take a look at, I'm going to do some technical analysis, but mostly I'm also going to show you guys a lot of news that's going on, and mostly FUD. And I'm going to explain to you what's happening so you don't make mistakes that a lot of new people coming in this market are making. You need to understand something. And in cryptocurrencies, there is something called whales. Okay, whales, they're not the actual whales you see in the ocean, but technically they are in this ocean of the crypto space. They are basically people who have large sums of cryptocurrencies, and these people, we call them whales because as you see, when a whale just like jumps in the ocean and moves the whole water around it, it's that same concept that these people, they have so much in cryptocurrencies that they can move the market. Okay, and what's even more dangerous is that these whales, they're friends with each other, so they can decide to move the market together. And this is one thing that Bitcoin faced a lot, as in why it used to be extremely volatile, is that whales, they're playing psychology tricks on you. Guys, this is psychological warfare. Okay, this is your money. They want to take your money. All right, so I'm teaching you guys what these whales do and how to avoid playing in their games. There is very simple. Well, not really very simple, but I'm gonna try to make it very simple. If you appreciate that, you know what to do. Okay, so as you can see, in the past, whales used to manipulate the price of Bitcoin more, but now it's getting harder because so much institutions are coming in and they're not selling. They're holding for the long term. So it gets a little harder for whales to move the market as they used to. And this is something that's really excited for me to share with you guys today. Okay, so here you can see, going back to the Bitcoin price, and let's reanalyze this. So guys, I want you guys to be very careful here. Like I said, I'm not trading Bitcoin. I'm holding Bitcoin for the long term, and I already tell you guys where I do think Bitcoin is gonna go in the long term. But for short-term traders, we want to take a look at this a little bit. So here we have this this triangle, and what I'm gonna do is, you can see how I measured from here to here. I'm gonna bring this down right here to show you that there is a potential that Bitcoin goes all the way back down to $20,000. There is highly potential that happens, and I don't want to scare you, so I really want you to stay on your seat and understand. The key of this channel is so you can be prepared, and being prepared, you need to have all different scenarios that could happen, just as if we could also just have a long candle wick and then we just kind of like break up and we go back over to the 44,000, maybe to 50,000. You see, so why do you think that, hey Daryl, by just adding that tells you where the dip might go? First of all, even if we go to $20,000, we will not spend a day there. I need this to be clear. We could wick down here and just pump right back up, because Bitcoin does this. And what they do is, whales, they drop the price so that they can liquidate people that are trading on margin, and they're like having like 15x, 100x. So they do this to kick them out, basically. So and then they rebuy up the price. So what I want you to look here is, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So this is the last time that we saw a significant dump in Bitcoin price. So if I do this little one here, right, this is from this low to this high, and I bring this down here right after we broke this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Exactly. It's like almost exactly the same. And as you can see, what happened is we wicked right under there, and then we flew back up. This creates opportunity. If we go down to 20,000, this creates a major opportunity for all the big institutional whales to actually FOMO into Bitcoin. Right now, they think the price is too high and unsustainable, but they know how the market moves, and they know how, look at these wicks. They know how when the price drops to a certain level, it's going to pick up really quickly. And think about all eyes on this, guys. This is going to be an amazing year for digital currencies. So I need you guys to do not freak out, okay? Right now, if you imagine right now, if you're freaking out and then you sell here and then we go back up, what are you going to do? You're going to try to buy back in so you don't miss the pump up. You're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep buying high and selling low, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, this is why you have to set up certain things. If you're trading on Binance, and you want to make sure you protect your money, you know when to set a stop loss. Like, for example, an easy way to know where to set a stop loss is by following what the trend's been doing. So we can see that this trend has been like this. You see it touched it here, bounce up, touch it here, bounce up. You can see how we broke that here. As soon as that is broken, you can expect what it currently actually happened, which was like from there like a 10-11%. But I'm not gonna hold you guys on this. Honestly, no one can predict what's gonna happen with Bitcoin next. I just have hope that this may be just a shakeout, because this happens a lot. Okay, this happens a lot. It gets shaken out. I'm gonna pull up this different Bitcoin chart which I have here, and I'm gonna go to the one day back here. So this has been very accurately predicting some of our tops, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in over here in November 2017, where we did go up here, and look how we bounced back down. Like, if you're living there, you'd think, hey, this is dead, this is Bitcoin dying, and look how we picked back up. This was the beginning of the biggest rally that Bitcoin had at that moment. You see, so that's also something to keep in mind. Okay, another thing that I want to show you guys is, if we are looking at the Bitcoin technicals, let me take this off. Well, I won't take this off. And look at this. So on this chart, you can see how this resistance has been carrying us. And if we did to wick back here, that's not a bad thing. Okay. If we go under 20,000, then I'm scared. All right. What I am noticing on this chart, because I have some different technical stuff on here, is that on the RSI right here, we are touching the oversold territory. Like I told you back then here when we had that previous dip in my video, I showed you, hey, listen, we touching the oversold area, and I think this might be it. If this is it, if we bounce off here, this would look like a beautiful double bottom shape, and would definitely be very bullish as well. So we will see if we hold this, but it is looking that we want to go down and it can happen, guys. I just advise that if you have your money on Binance, set up stop losses for certain coins, just because knowing that they will have a dip, and if your stop loss hits, get ready to just buy that dip at a lower price. Okay, so I want to stop looking at the charts. Even last thing I do want to take a look at before I go on the news is Ethereum. Ethereum is actually, in my opinion, holding extremely well. Ethereum is holding extremely well. We just broke through this resistance, which Bitcoin also did, and now we broke through this other resistance. So this is no longer valid. I want to keep this here to remind me. So we could possibly even see Ethereum going down to $800. That is a possibility, but it may not happen. Okay, this is how they get to you. This is how they start manipulating. This is how they start freaking you out. Because guys, there's so many good news and also bad news coming out. But I want to show you one thing before I go on all the news is that Icon released one of their newsletters, and I was telling you about Icon in my last video. 58% of the circulating supply of Icon is currently being staked, which is very positive. That means these coins are not in the market. Therefore, they're not. People are not going to sell them because they're staking them. Icon Fi is going to be the DeFi for Icon. Is launching this month. DeFi, guys, DeFi. Anything DeFi will pump. Okay, so think about that. And yeah, so there's a couple news coming out for Icon to be excited about. But now let's go look at all the bullshit news. Okay, so we have this here. Bitcoin falls 11% after reports suggest a critical flaw in the cryptocurrency called double spend may have occurred. Guys, this is BS. Okay, there was no double spend that happened. Double spend is some way that, like, when they're hacking a blockchain, they try to target it with a double spend attack, but that never happened in Bitcoin. And as you can see, the Bitcoin double spend, that never happened. This is all FUD. What does this tell you? These whales are also getting the news on board to create FUD in the market to help the price going down. Don't you realize how prices only go down when, like, I mean, market only advertise all this negative news when prices are going down is because they want it to go down further. Okay, here's another one. We have the Treasury nominee Yellen is looking curtail use of cryptocurrencies. She says that cryptocurrencies are mainly for illicit financing. Basically, she's saying that terrorists and criminal people are using cryptocurrency. Look at this lady. Look at this lady. I don't mean to be mean, but, like, look at this lady. She could be my, like, I don't know. She clearly does not understand how this technology is evolving. She clearly does not even know what Bitcoin is, like, or how it works. She probably just heard this from some of her co-workers or some of the associates of her talk about it, and when she was asked about it, that's what she said, because she clearly has no idea what's happening right now. Okay, but I need to tell you this. On the people are so fearful of what the negative things she had to say, but I can tell you guys, this lady is actually much more bullish for Bitcoin than Steven Mnuchin was. Okay, and the reason for is Steven Mnuchin was gonna come up with this thing with the FinCEN, basically, which was a proposed rule, new set of rule to tighten the screw on cryptocurrency-based money laundering. But what Steve Mnuchin wanted to do is he wanted that if you, for example, sent your Bitcoin or Ethereum from COINBASE to your personal wallet, that the information in that personal wallet had to be tied to your personal information as well, so that they can report it. Which obviously, if we love cryptocurrencies, because we like having the freedom, and we don't want that. So I'm happy that another great news is Biden actually put a freeze on everything the administration was supposed to put forward, especially this that FinCEN was also working on doing. So another use is stop the FUD. Criminal currency transactions are falling. So what I mean why this lady Yellen does not know what she's talking about is this article goes through telling people how, like, literally the amount of things, like, cryptocurrencies being used for fraudulent activities has been reduced tremendously. It by like for example 50% from last year. So like people are using crypto to protect their money, not to do anything like super like shady. Yeah, maybe like a small percentage might still be doing that, but that's not what determines what the entire network is purpose is, you know. So another news I wanted to go on is you have here Bitcoin white paper fight could end up in a court as both parties escalate drama. So this freaking idiot, Craig Wright, he keeps claiming that he is Satoshi Nakamoto when everybody knows that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto. He doesn't have the intelligence to be Satoshi Nakamoto. He doesn't have the proper how to say like profiling to be Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but we do know that if he did everything to stay not known, why would he come out now and try to claim credit for writing the Bitcoin white paper? And honestly, too, like Craig Wright has can't code that way. Like I've seen so many things about it. He is not Satoshi Nakamoto, but what he was trying to do is he was trying to sue the Bitcoin websites that had displayed the Bitcoin white papers. So FUD, okay, a lot of FUD. So guys, there's a lot of FUD in this news, but like if you look over all the FUD, look at this: Bitcoin becoming a cyclical asset, not a hedge, according to J.P. Morgan strategist. Word of advice: do not listen to anything you see from J.P. Morgan. Okay, J.P. Morgan called Bitcoin a scam. J.P. Morgan said so many negative things about cryptocurrencies because J.P. Morgan is a bank and they do all these things, and crypto and all that is competition. Okay, and now J.P. Morgan is actually having some of the biggest funds and buying into Bitcoin. JP Morgan last month was claiming Bitcoin is going to $300,000. All right, understand they are playing with your emotion, and you do not want to be fooled by these headlines. These headlines are timed to come out at a certain time to get you to freak out and sell out of your Bitcoin position. The amount of Bitcoin on exchanges is reducing. The more that keeps reducing, the less liquidity there is for people to buy Bitcoin, which in turn will increase the value of Bitcoin since it's so scarce. So keep that in mind. This is a good news for you guys today, since I'm showing you guys all these negative news, and I want you to understand this is what really matters. Okay, all this news that I just shared are all BS and FUDs. This is what really matters, and this is this. Pay attention. Grayscale adds 18x the Bitcoin mine supply in one day. Okay, Bitcoin guys, I don't even know like what to tell you. Grayscale is buying up all the Bitcoin. So like last week they did 700 million fund in one day. Okay, and today they just did another 590 million, which they're gonna be purchasing Bitcoin with. And also, I have some good news for you guys. Chainlink, they're also filing a patent for to start adding Chainlink to their fund. So keep an eye on Chainlink. I can see some firework for Chainlink based off of this. So guys, I'm gonna try to put some of these links. I don't want to crowd my description too much, but this is massive news. Okay, Grayscale. Okay, Grayscale. Square, PayPal, which owns Venmo, are buying all the Bitcoin. All right, and they want you to sell your Bitcoin because they know that like the upside it's much higher than the downside, and these companies they're allocating for the long term. So this is something to keep in mind. There's also news about BlackRock allowing two of their funds to start trading into digital currency options as well. So that's another great news. So guys, this is all that I have for you guys today. One advice that I can give you is when in doubt, zoom out. Okay, when in doubt, zoom out. This is where we were like literally few months and a year ago, and this is where we are now. The price of Bitcoin has grown a lot, and don't be scared that if you see like we're being shaken out right now. It's completely natural. Okay, it's completely natural. What I would advise is that you prepare yourself for any scenario. You only know how to manage your money. Nobody should manage your money for you. This is why I'm doing this channel, is to teach you. Okay, um, to understand how this works, and you'll be fine. Okay, set up your stop losses, protect yourself. Don't be surprised by things, and just be patient. You can't make money overnight. This is how the crypto market rewards those who are patient. Okay, and with that said, I wish you all have be safe and stay healthy, and most importantly, future proof.